You've worked hard your entire life, diligently paying into the system, dreaming of a comfortable retirement. But in 2025, everything you thought you knew about accessing your state pension is about to change. 3 new rules are coming that could dramatically affect how millions of pensioners manage their money. This isn't just another government update. It's a critical shift that could impact your financial future. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could be the most important information you'll hear this year about your pension. The Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, has quietly announced these sweeping changes, set to roll out in early 2025, and they're unlike anything we've seen before. These new regulations will fundamentally alter how pensioners interact with their bank accounts and receive their state pension payments. But here's the twist. While these changes are designed to protect pensioners, they could inadvertently create challenges for those who aren't prepared. Let's dive into the first major change that's sending shockwaves through the pension system: mandatory digital verification. Starting in 2025, all pensioners will need to complete a new enhanced identity verification process through their bank accounts. This isn't your standard security check. It's a sophisticated system designed to combat the rising tide of pension fraud, which has cost retirees over $2 billion in the last 5 years alone. Banks will be required to implement biometric authentication methods, including facial recognition or fingerprint scanning, to ensure that pension payments are reaching their rightful recipients. For many tech-savvy seniors, this might seem like a reasonable step forward. However, for the 2.4 million pensioners who aren't comfortable with digital technology, this could present a significant hurdle. But wait, there's more! The second rule change focuses on transaction monitoring and reporting. Banks will be required to implement an advanced monitoring system that tracks unusual patterns in pensioners' accounts. This isn't about being intrusive. It's about protecting vulnerable seniors from financial exploitation. The system will flag any suspicious activities, such as unexpected large withdrawals or unusual international transfers. If such activities are detected, the bank must report them to the DWP within 24 hours. While this added layer of security sounds promising, it raises important questions about privacy and financial autonomy. The third, and perhaps most controversial change, involves the introduction of designated pension accounts. By 2025, all state pension recipients must have a separate dedicated bank account for their pension payments. This account will come with specific restrictions and protections that don't apply to regular bank accounts. For instance, certain high-risk transactions will require additional verification, and there will be daily withdrawal limits unless pre-approved by the bank. The DWP argues that this segregation of pension funds will make it easier to track and protect retirement money, but critics argue it could complicate financial management for pensioners who prefer to keep all their funds in one place. These changes haven't emerged from nowhere. They're a response to the alarming rise in pension fraud and financial abuse targeting elderly citizens. In the past year alone, there's been a 47% increase in sophisticated scams targeting pension recipients. The government estimates that these new measures could prevent up to $500 million in pension fraud annually. However, the success of these protections will largely depend on how well they're implemented and how easily pensioners can adapt to them. Let's break down what these changes mean for the average pensioner. First, you'll need to ensure you have the necessary technology to comply with the new digital verification requirements. This might mean upgrading your phone or tablet to support biometric features. Second, you'll need to be prepared for more frequent communication with your bank regarding your transaction patterns. Third, you'll need to plan how to manage your money across multiple accounts if you're affected by the designated pension account requirement. But here's where it gets interesting. The DWP is also introducing support measures to help pensioners navigate these changes. They're launching a nationwide digital literacy program specifically designed for pension recipients. Free training sessions will be available at local community centers and libraries, teaching essential digital banking skills. Additionally, a dedicated helpline will be established to assist pensioners with the transition. For those who genuinely cannot manage digital verification, alternative arrangements will be available, though these will require additional documentation and in-person visits to bank branches. The banking industry is also stepping up to support these changes. Major banks are developing user-friendly interfaces specifically designed for elderly customers with larger text, simplified navigation, and clear instructions. Some banks are even planning to provide free tablets or smartphones to pension recipients who need them for digital verification. However, these initiatives will be rolled out gradually, and not all banks will offer the same level of support. Time is of the essence here. While 2025 might seem far away, preparing for these changes requires action now. Pensioners need to start familiarizing themselves with digital banking technology, gathering the necessary documentation for verification, and planning how to restructure their banking arrangements. The DWP recommends starting this preparation at least 6 months before the changes take effect to ensure a smooth transition. Critics of these new rules argue that they could disproportionately affect elderly pensioners in rural areas with limited access to digital infrastructure, or those with disabilities that make using technology challenging. There are also concerns about the potential for technical glitches during the transition period that could temporarily disrupt pension payments. However, the DWP maintains that the benefits of increased security outweigh these potential challenges, and that appropriate support will be available for vulnerable groups. What's particularly crucial to understand is that these changes aren't optional. Failure to comply with the new requirements could result in delayed pension payments or, in extreme cases, temporary suspension of benefits until the necessary verification processes are completed. This makes it absolutely essential for pensioners to stay informed and take proactive steps to prepare for the transition. Looking ahead, these changes could mark the beginning of a broader transformation in how retirement benefits are managed and protected in the UK. The DWP has hinted at future developments, including the potential integration of blockchain technology for pension payment tracking and the introduction of AI-powered fraud detection systems. While these advancements might seem daunting, they represent a necessary evolution in protecting pensioners' financial security in an increasingly digital world. So, what's the bottom line? These new rules represent a significant shift in how pensioners will interact with their state pension benefits. While the changes may seem overwhelming at first, they're designed to provide better protection for retirement funds in an era of increasing financial fraud. The key to navigating these changes successfully lies in preparation and understanding. As we wrap up, here's what you need to do right now. First, contact your bank to understand their specific implementation plans for these new requirements. Second, assess your current technology capabilities and determine what upgrades you might need. Third, start exploring digital banking platforms and practicing with basic features to build your confidence. Remember, you don't have to navigate these changes alone. Support will be available every step of the way. The clock is ticking toward 2025, and these changes will affect every single state pension recipient in the UK. Don't wait until the last minute to prepare. The future of pension security is digital, and while change can be uncomfortable, embracing these new protections could be the key to ensuring your retirement funds remain safe and accessible for years to come.